Proverbs. All right, and this is Read with Us. And I'm going to go through Proverbs. Now, I was like kind of going through Proverbs a little bit prior. And the reason why is because I remember I went through the it's called Apostles Prophets Institute at one point, and Iris L. Jones was it was the institute that she had. It was like more so, um, that you call in and different things like that. And she was based out of Washington D.C. at that time. And it was, I'm not going to say it wasn't helpful because it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, we really, in the beginning, seemed to, like, really get along, and this was, she had actually, she probably had more than two. I'm sure it's still going, but the second one I went through, she said to read the book of Proverbs. Now, listen, I did not listen. I should have, because I would have avoided a lot of the things that like I went through now. But Dr. Hatton at HBC, she going through the book of Proverbs on Wednesday, and I went there, and so she also gave like a little. She gave like a paper that we could go over. So I'll show y'all some of that as well. So right now, this is the book of Proverbs, and this is also the Holy Bible, the New Living Translation. Okay, so these are the Proverbs of Solomon, David's son, king of Israel, and the purpose for this is for us to read together. The purpose of these Proverbs is to teach people wisdom and discipline and to help them understand wise sayings. Through these proverbs, people will receive instruction in discipline, good conduct, and doing what is right, just, and fair. So even right now, let me pray. Heavenly Father, I come before you just praying for all of those that's listening in. I pray that you bless me to, just move with wisdom and knowledge and understanding in everybody's that's listening in. I pray that you bless my page to be a page that uplifts people and not to tear people down. I know sometimes I get very emotional and then start thinking about things from the past. I pray that you bless me to let things of the past be just that, the past, everybody make mistakes, including myself. So I pray and drop charges. That's what prophetess hadn't always say, we got to drop charges. So I pray that you help me to drop charges on everybody so that I can move forward. I pray even for Greenfield Rehab, nursing, all of the nursing homes. I pray for all of the nurses out there that I've encountered, that I know, all of the doctors, all of the receptionists, all the dietary, and everybody in the name of Yahshua. Amen. So, through these proverbs, people will receive instruction in discipline, good conduct, and doing what is right, just, and fair. These proverbs will make the simple-minded clever. They will give knowledge and purpose to the young people. Let those who are wise listen to these proverbs and become even wiser. And let those who understand receive guidance by exploring the depth and the meaning in these proverbs, parables, wise sayings, and riddles. Fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Only fools despise wisdom and discipline. So look, okay. A father's exhortation, acquire wisdom. Listen, my child, to what your father teaches you. Don't neglect your mother's teaching. What you learn from them will crown you with grace and clothe you with honor. My child, if sinners entice you, turn your back on them. They may say, come and join us. Let's hide and kill someone. Let's ambush the innocent. Let's swallow them alive as the grave swallows its victims. Though they are in the prime of their life, they will go down into the pits of death. And the loot will fill our houses with all kinds of things. Come on, throw in your lot with us. We'll split our loot with you. Don't go along with them, my child. Stay far away from their paths. They rush to commit crimes, and they hurry to commit murder. When a bird sees a trap being set, it strays away. But not these people. They set an ambush for themselves. They booby trap their own lives, such as the fate of all who are greedy for gain. It ends up robbing them of life. So wisdom shouts in the streets. Wisdom shouts in a street place. She cries out in the public square. She calls out to the crowd along the main street and to those in front of City Hall. You simpletons, she cries, how long will you go on being simple-minded? How long will you mockers, let's make that a little bit bigger, mockers relish your mocking? How long will you fools fight the fact? Come here and listen to me. I'll pour out the spirit of wisdom upon you and make you wise. I called you so often, but you didn't come. I reached out to you, but you paid no attention. You ignored my advice and rejected the correction I offered. So I will laugh when you are in trouble. I will mock you when a disaster overtakes you. When calamity overcomes you like a storm, when you are engulfed by trouble, and when anguish and distress overwhelm you. I will not answer when they cry for help. Even though they anxiously search for me, they will not find me, for they hated knowledge and chose not to fear the Lord. They rejected my advice and paid no attention when I corrected them. That is why they must eat the bitter fruit of living their own way. They must experience the full terror of the path they have chosen. For they are simpletons who turn away from me to death. They are fools, and their own complacency will destroy them. But all who listen to me will live in peace and safety, unafraid of harm. So I'm gonna have to say okay, even with my life, certain things that I would say, this is to me, I feel like it's true, especially when it comes down to listening to the teachings of your parents, your mother, and different things. I feel like if I was not so angry and hard-hearted towards my mother, I would be a lot further in life. You know what I'm saying? I held a grudge at a young age against my mother, so I just looked at her always as not being I love my mom to my capacity, but not to the point how you see other people with good relationships with their mothers and parents and stuff. um I always wanted that. um On my mom's side, it was just me and my sister. So my sister just would like bite the bullet, even though like my mom had certain ways or whatever, she would bite the bullet and hang in there. And a lot of times her life would prosper in certain areas. Mine may have prospered in certain areas, and hers prospered in a lot of areas. She had children, she was able to rear her children for with the help of my mother. You know what I'm saying? Like guidance and just like different things, But I was more so like not trusting, and I was always looking for the guidance outside of my mother's, scope. You know what I'm saying? Because I always was like looking for like them parents, like not like necessarily TV parents, but I had this perception about how parents were. And so like when I went to church, they have that thing of like this is your spiritual mom and spiritual dad and different things. And so like I was looking for that acceptance. You know what I'm saying? And nobody is really going to, you may get it, but for the most part, people gonna like get at to their own children. They're not gonna like get at to you. You know what I'm saying? As far as like that love and that attention and different things. You know what I'm saying? So I did disrespectful things. You know what I'm saying, to my mom and even to my father. Like I didn't necessarily have like like he passed when I was young, but I did not respect his legacy. You know what I'm saying? Like I could have reached out at a young age, and try to like form a relationship with my father's side of the family, and just to learn, from him, and probably get impartations of how he was through my brother and siblings on my father's side. But I didn't do that. I waited till I got older and basically was like in need of help, to reach out. Even though like I still wanted to know, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like a twofold thing, it wasn't just like just that, but it's kind of sad, like for myself. Like I look at a lot of contributions that like Jalen Rose made to the gym and different ones, and I never like made any contributions. It was like right there, and I live in the neighborhood right there on Livernois, and like I never once, except for like when my mom was transitioning, went up there, and then I got upset, like, why you never told me about my father and different things like that. But I'm grown, I could have still sought it out. So this book about wisdom, about how to handle, how to entreat people, will get you far in life. If you ask me, it'll stop you from picking the wrong friends, picking the wrong company. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll correct you in certain ways of your thoughts and different things. So I believe Proverbs is a very great book, to navigate through life, navigate through business, navigate through a lot of things if you take heed to it.